Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to make some oil, and usually maybe an $8,000 to $10,000 press, and recently using the Piteba out of the Netherlands, I believe it is, $150 model. And so what we're going to do is look to make some sunflower seeds using pretty much a $2 grinder, but here we use a $25, $30 Corona. That's a hand mill. It's right down there. You can't see it, but okay, so we'll show it in a minute. And so this is a sunflower seed. This sunflower seed was soaked overnight in a bottle, and then the water was gotten rid of, and we put it onto the screen, and we just let it dry for another night. And so it's been out drying for about 24 hours. Let's take a look at them. So they're nice and dark and rich. So they've soaked up water, plumped up, and then the water's been reduced or dehydrated off, leaving a beautiful oil inside these sunflower seeds. And so again, we're going to attempt to put that through a little Corona hand mill and grind it up and make some fresh oil using a piece of material. Again, they were soaked overnight, spread out on a screen to kind of dry back at room temperature for the night. So 24 hours soaked, 24 hours kind of dried back, and now they're a nice dark, rich brown sunflower seed. Get a focus there, but still they're really high in oils. Once they've been soaked and dried back a little bit, they're very high in oils. And so now we're going to take it at this stage, put it through the Corona hand mill, and our anticipation is to take a simple piece of material, put some of the ground up sunflower seed into the material, twist the material, and see if we can get oil to pour out. Okay, so there's the Corona mill, and I'm going to take some sunflower seed and I'm going to put it in the mill, and we'll grind up a little bit on camera. Okay, the Corona mill, this particular mill is a Corona mill, and it has two twin face plates at the end versus holes, and we can show that later, but the point is it has twin face plates right here, and so it crushes seeds really well. If you use a grinder that has holes at the end, when you put things through 2 times, it appears to be pretty much the same texture as going through once with the Corona. The Coronas are usually found in the little Mexican stores that sell the tortillas and different tools for making maize or corn tortillas. And so I've always been able to find the little hand Coronas in the Mexican swap meets, flea markets, and also the little stores again that sell the produce, and they sell usually some tools there, and this is one of the tools they sell, and it's called the Corona hand mill, hand grinder. And so we're going to put that through, and no more talking right now, we'll just kind of send it around. Whoops, there we go. We're going to move the camera back, obviously. Make sure we're still in focus, everything's looking fine. Okay. Okay, and it'll kind of be hard in the beginning, so we'll open this up a little bit, the mill, and makes it easier to turn. And so you can kind of see what's coming out. We got a nice mash. Good amount of oil. You can see, maybe you can see oil on my fingertips. Let me get back here and take a look. But it's quite oily, and so we're going to leave that in there. And we'll keep grinding this up. Get some more sunflower, put it through. Okay, that's a couple rounds. There's our mash, our ground up sunflower. You see oil on my fingers, but it hasn't poured oil from. We're looking for drops of oil is what we're looking for. So let me grind that off. There we go. Maybe I'll even run a little bit of this through a second time, see what happens. Yeah. Maybe we snug it down a little bit more. Oh yeah, it's really pouring oil off it now. Let me I'll show the camera in a minute. It's definitely ground it into a beautiful, dark, rich, oily mass. Of course, there's a little easier ways to do this, but right now we just want to get the job done and make sure it'll do the job. Okay. Over here. Okay. So we ran that through a few times. Let's bring that out to show the camera. So here's what we have. Beautiful, rich, oily. You see the oil in the bottom of the pan there? That's oil. Hasn't been pressed. So we're getting ready here. Let's bring this over here. Bring the camera over here. Okay. So we have our two pans. Bring it down. Don't let them bring you down. Okay. So those look pretty good on camera. Okay. Nice, good amount of oil in my hand, that's for sure. Enzyme-rich living oils. I would prefer something a little bit thinner, because the thicker the material, the more it's going to absorb itself. So let's take this, actually, and see if we can cut that down to size just a little bit. There we go, I've cut that down a little bit. So it's about 6 inches, 8 inches by 20 inches, something like that. Okay. Now I still want to make that smaller. Grab a scissors. Okay, we've made another side cut here. Okay. Well, we really made that piece small, so not quite the shape I'm looking for, so let's keep going. We're looking at this piece. Let's use this one just as is, just to get some of that other material out of the way is what we were doing. So, okay, so we'll take some of this nice, rich, dark sunflower here, and we'll put that right here. Okay, got that. Okay, so now I'm going to take this, and I'm going to move this other bowl out of the way, this other casserole dish. Bring this one up here. Okay, let's roll this up.
Not sure what this is.
See the oil now saturating the material. Okay, let's take that. Make sure we stay on camera. And I'm gonna twist it. Oh, look at that beautiful oil pour out. That is sunflower oil. I'm barely even getting it twisted just yet. Oh, look at that amount.
Wow.
That is awesome. Let me twist on this just a little bit. Huge amount of oil. And this is just with my hands. Yeah. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of oil. Yep. And so let's take this, see if we can tilt it up, get a good shot for the camera. And this is the oil we just pressed from sunflower seeds. Just a few minutes. That is awesome. This is so cool. So now people can make their own oil at home very simply in their kitchen. And we'll get one of those $2 hand grinders, and we'll do it with one of those too. And they have those at most of the sidewalk sales, yard sales, basic $2 grinders. So there you have it, from sunflower seed to oil. Okay, so we took the rest of the sunflower seeds and we ground them up, which was that large cup, and so we let it sit overnight. I'm picking it up right now, and so that's 12 hours difference, maybe 13 hours difference, and you can see what's settled. Let's get this into some light. So we can hold that up and a little bit of light through it. That's some beautiful golden oils. See if we can get some light in this direction. So that's some beautiful golden oil from sunflower seeds. This is a, what size container is this? This is a 16-ounce bottle, and so it's about 1/3 full. So 3 times 4, 3 times 5. That's at least 5 ounces, 4 to 5 ounces of oil. And we didn't even use all those sunflower seeds. They went in a few directions. And so, again, that came from that large cup. Okay. And I'm going to put that back on the shelf and let it settle for another day and a half, 2 days. And that will turn into a beautiful clear golden. Usually I have this in a bottle that doesn't have a label though, and you can see a little better for the camera. But that's the end of the show. Making oils, sunflower seeds, pressing them by hand. Okay, this is the first sunflower oil that we've pressed by hand, and that's about 5 ounces, and we pressed this about 12 hours ago, and we'll let it settle and continue to turn to a nice clear golden oil. And after this we'll weigh up some and we'll find out exactly how much it makes per weight. So live sunflower oils that we've pressed by hand.